What's up, everyone? Glad you can join me today. This is going to be a gun cleaning video. This is going to be on the Glock 45, which is chambered in 9mm. Very sweet gun, by the way. I just got this gun recently, and I went to the shooting range and put a couple boxes of probably about 100 rounds through here. And so I always clean all my pistols after I shoot. And that's how you keep them running perfect with no issues, by cleaning your firearms. This is going to be on the Glock, so it's pretty much going to be the same on all Glocks. Doesn't matter what model you have, whether it's chambered in a 45, whether it's a 40 cal, 357 SIG, 22, 9mm, 10mm, it's going to be the same. I know people clean their guns a little differently, so people are probably going to say, you didn't use enough lube, or you used too much lube. Everybody's different. I'm just going to show you the way I was taught and the way I clean my firearms. First of all, and it's pretty much the same on any pistols. The only difference is actually tearing the firearm down, disassembling the firearm. It's going to be different from pistol to pistol, but this is, I'm going to show you how on these Glock. So anyways, first of all, of course, obviously, most important thing is you want to remove the magazine from the firearm. You want to check it, make sure it's clear, safe, okay? Point safe direction. Okay, so on Glocks, very simple. All you're going to do is pull this slide back. There's two notches, one right here, one on this side. I grab it with my fingernails, and all I do is just pull these down at the same time, and then the slide comes off. And if that, there you go. Sometimes it hangs up, but anyways, that's how you do that, okay? You got your polymer frame there. Remove the coil spring there, and then the barrel. Okay. There we go. So, 4 different pieces here. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, this is going to be a 2-for-1 video, because what I'm going to show you, what I do on all my firearms. Like I said, I just bought this firearm. So what I do on all my firearms is, see this feed ramp right here? Check it out. Let me see. Well, I got a call coming. One sec. Let me get rid of this call. Sorry about that. Using my phone to record. Had an incoming call. But anyways, see this feed ramp right here? See how it's all black? I sand this down with some really thin grit sandpaper, and then I polish this to like a metal shine, like a mirror finish. And that way, when bullets are going up in there, up that feed ramp, they just slide up there smooth. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is going to be a little 2-for-1 video, okay? So give me a second and I'll show you what you need. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is this little piece of sandpaper right here. Like I said, I think it's like a 1500, 2000 grit. I'm going to start sanding this just like that, okay? Back and forth. You saw how that feed ramp was. It's all black, dull looking. So watch this. I'm going to sand this. And I know, it's going to take me a little bit, so let me come back when I'm finished. One sec. Okay, it's coming along. You can see a lot of that black is coming off. See how it's turning silver there? I'm just going to keep on sanding. This one takes a little longer, so I have to pause this. I don't want you guys to sit here and watch me sanding the whole time, so that way it doesn't drag this video on. But let me pause this and let me work on it a little more. Okay, check it out. I got most of that black off. There's a teeny bit in the corners, but not much. And I used 1500, so I actually had to go in the garage and get a little thicker sandpaper to take most of that black off. And then I got 1500 grit, because if you make it, you don't want to make too thick of grit, because too strong of a grit, because then you'll create grooves. You don't want that. So I didn't use too thick of a grit of sandpaper, and then I used 1500 to smooth it all out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Dremel with some wheel polish, and I'm going to polish that, and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to see this tip right here. I've already used it on other firearms. That's why it's a little black there. Normally they come white when they're brand new, but this is Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. I'm just going to get some on there. This kind of makes a mess. It flings it everywhere, throws it everywhere. So Just be careful, but I'm going to put some right here, rub it in with the tip before I turn it on. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, now wipe it off. And check that out. If you can see it, like a mirror finish. Look at that, like chrome. I'm running my fingertip on there and that is smooth as butter. Smooth, and that, when a bullet goes up in there, it's just gonna slide right up that feed ramp like nothing. Okay, let's get started. Like I said, 2 for 1. You guys got to see how to do that. Okay, I have this Hoppies cleaning kit right here. Okay, comes with the oil and all that good stuff. I also bought this. I have the bottle of Hoppies cleaner, but I also bought this. I like this stuff also. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean this barrel, spray it. Okay, then I'm just going to go in there, back and forth, back and forth. Break all that carbon gunpowder up. Okay. Another thing you can do is if you have one of these, it's like a cloth. I'll get some of that Hoppies. I put it in this cap, the Hoppies cleaner. Okay. And then I'll run this through the barrel as well. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I get these little cloth patches. Okay, come in my kit, Hoppies kit. Gonna run that through there. So it's pretty much clean. I've seen some people do this. They'll put a little bit of oil on there, just a dab, not a whole lot. Kind of work it in, and then they'll go in through the barrel like that. And like I said, just a dab. Okay. Okay, now what I do next is just dip, I have a little microfiber towel, dip that in the Hoppies cleaner, and I'll just wipe down this entire barrel, the outside, everything. And then I have a brush here. You can either use a toothbrush. I've got a toothbrush right here, or you can have if your kit comes with this, but like I said, you can also use a toothbrush. Dip that in there and get in all the little cracks and crevices and all that good stuff. Okay. Okay, another thing I do is I like to get everything dried out as much as I can, so I'll have a little leaf blower like this. Dry it out and then wipe with my microfiber. Get it right in there in those little cracks and crevices. Okay, just wipe that really good. Okay, everything, just wipe it. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Okay, same thing here, the slide. Okay, I'm gonna spray it with the cleaner. I'm gonna get my brush, either the toothbrush or whatever you have, and you wanna scrub this really good, okay? Okay, and then again, I'm going to wipe everything really well. Get your pinky right in there. Those little holes in the slide. Okay, wipe it real good. Again, I get this little leaf blower. Get as much of that cleaner out that fell deep down in there. That way it's not just saturated sitting down in there. Okay, now I'm done with this slide. Okay, same thing with the frame. I'm gonna spray it. Not all crazy. And then I'm gonna start scrubbing. Same exact process. Okay, get down in there, scrub it in, everything, all the moving parts. Just scrub it really good. Okay, where the magazine goes, come up in there. From inside there, and just scrub everything really well. Like I said, you can use an old toothbrush or a brush that comes in your gun cleaning kit, whatever you like. Okay. Then just, again, start wiping everything. Wipe it really well. Get my microfiber towel way up in there. Okay, and then again with the blower. Took a little longer on that, on the frame. It's a lot bigger, more parts in there. Okay, but you don't want everything saturated from that cleaner, that spray, where it's just sitting in there, and then gunpowder can collect, turn like muddy. So, okay, so now coil spring, same thing. Spray it. Scrub it with a toothbrush. Same thing. Okay, and we are done with that. Now we're ready to lube everything, oil it, and put it back together. So, okay, so here's, I usually have this, but this, I have it in a bag because it broke. It cracked and I didn't want it leaking anywhere. This is gun oil, and I like it because it's got that tip. I use this for my AR-15. You can get that down in little tight spots. But anyways, I'm going to show you. If you don't have that, I just get a Q-tip, put some oil on there. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to oil up wherever there's moving parts, wherever friction is. Okay, so I'm going to go with my Q-tip. I'm just putting oil, not all crazy, along all these parts right here. If you need more oil, put some more oil on your Q-tip. If you feel that you put too much oil, turn it around, wipe it off, and it still spreads that oil around. But all these little moving parts right here, where the slide moves back and forth, that's where I'm putting oil. Not all crazy. I turned it around, I saw a little part that I missed. Had some gunpowder. See all that I just got out of there? So you can get a Q-tip, and this works well too, is getting in there with a Q-tip and cleaning where you couldn't reach. Okay, so I got this slide oiled up. I'm going to use the oil part, not the dirty part. Same thing right here, just along this slide. I'm going to put some oil. Like I said, wherever you think there's going to be friction, where parts can wear out. Okay, I've seen people oil up their barrel. I don't put a whole lot, but you know, this slide moves along this barrel, right? So I'm just going to lube that up with my finger right there, just like that. All right. Now we just need to put everything back together. I'll grab a little bit of oil on my fingertip. You can run it around on the recoil spring here, not much. Okay. And then you just put it back together. So that goes there. That goes there like that. Smooth as butter. Make sure it's clear, safe direction. Make sure the slide locks. Release the slide. I don't normally release the slide like this a whole lot, but when I'm cleaning it, I'll test it. I usually release the slide right here like that. Again, safe direction. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, one sec. Okay, now I get my clean microfiber towel. I'll put a little bit of Hoppy's cleaner. It's kind of like oily, and I love the way this Hoppy's smells, by the way. Awesome. A lot of people like Hoppy's because of the way it smells, but it's also a good product. And I just start wiping my gun the outside down where I put that Hoppy's cleaner. I just start wiping the entire outside. Get my fingernails in those little cracks and crevices right there where the trigger guard is and the trigger, the outside of the frame, everywhere. I just wipe this entire gun top to bottom down. Okay. Then I get the dry side where there's no Hoppy's cleaner, and then I start wiping it. And just wipe everything really well. And this shines up the polymer frame, that Hoppy's cleaner. It'll shine up that polymer frame. It'll shine up the slide. It'll make it look like a brand new firearm. But like I said, if you clean your firearms on a consistent basis after you shoot, I mean, some people do it, they'll go shoot, and after every 2 or 3 gun range sessions, then they'll clean it. Me, I clean mine every single time. I like taking it apart. I like, you know, just getting involved with the gun, taking it apart, looking at all the pieces in there, and just making sure it's clean, and you know that your firearm is not going to have any issues. You don't have all that gunpowder just building up. And then, after so many rounds, maybe like 500 rounds or so, 500-600 rounds, then I really dive in and start taking everything apart, the firing pin, this little plate back, everything, and I start cleaning all that good stuff out. But that's how you clean it. And let me show you one more product, guys. If you ever get a scratch, a nick in your firearm, black firearm, anything, AR-15, your black rifle, your shotgun, anything, this stuff is absolutely amazing. It's called aluminum black, okay? And all you do is you get a Q-tip, you shake this real good, open it up, it's like clear water, it looks like. You just get your Q-tip in there and you just work it in to wherever you have a scratch, back and forth, and you don't even have to work it in a long time. You just work it in and it just takes that scratch completely away. It'll be black again. It makes your firearm look brand new. Okay, so anyways, that's it. I'm glad you guys tuned in to watch. That's how you clean a firearm. At least that's how I was taught. That's how I've always cleaned my firearms. I know there's going to be people leaving comments, well, you did this wrong or you did that wrong, but that's how I was taught. That's what I do. I know there's, people do it differently, but it's very simple. It's the same on any firearm. Like I said at the beginning, the only difference is when you're taking the pistol, the firearm apart, it's going to be different from pistol to pistol. But I showed you how to disassemble a Glock, and that goes for any Glock model, and showed you how to clean it. And I also, like I said, 2 for 1. I don't know if you can really see, but that feed ramp, like I said, this pistol is brand new to me. I actually got this pistol for Christmas. My wife got me this pistol for Christmas, and I do that to all my firearms. I polish that feed ramp. Never have any issues. I have a 1911 45, awesome pistol. Regular ball ammo, it'll cycle that like nothing. Like when I go to rack the slide and chamber around with ball ammo, just smooth as butter. But then I have these hollow head tips, bullets for my 45 for self-defense. And I racked the slide to chamber around the other day, and I just racked it slow, and it got stuck, and I'm like, what the heck? And after I polished that feed ramp, no issues, like butter. And that's why I wanted to show you guys how to do that. But that is like chrome smooth as butter. But that's how you do it. But I appreciate you guys taking the time watching my video. If you guys can give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below, and I'll answer. I'll do the best I can to get back to you and answer. And if there's anything I did wrong, let me know. I'll learn from you guys. We all learn from each other, so I appreciate it. But that's how you clean a firearm. You guys have a great day.